What's up, guys? BrownieBits here, and we are back in BrownieLand for a brand new episode. So today we are going to be working on our amphitheater over here, and I'm kind of excited about this, though at the same time I'm kind of nervous as to how this is going to turn out. So basically how I want to start off this is to kind of lay out the middle row per se. So, how I'm thinking we're going to do this is we're going to go up, by a half a block each time and then go 2. So this is obviously our middle section. And, yeah, it's going to go basically straight up until we decide that that's enough. And then we'll kind of do the curves a little bit later. So these are going to be acting like where people are sitting. All right. Doing some good stuff so far. I'm actually going to take these down as well because it's not necessary. But yeah, so that's what we're doing today. And I figured that we could kind of hop in and do this pretty quickly, and I would start recording whenever the sun starts to set. I don't know how big I want this to be. I kind of want that gentle slope feel, though honestly each half slab might need to go up by one more. That's not something I was hoping for. Let's take a nap and I'll be right back. Alright, so here's what I am going to try. I am going to do half of this as going up by 1, and the other half is going to go up by 2. I can't reach that. But yeah, so we'll see how this looks. And I like this side better, just by the quick initial glance. Yeah, because that's definitely too steep. That is too steep for my personal liking. And then as we get up higher, we could probably curl up. So maybe not necessarily here, but oh jeez. Okay. That's fine. We can deal with it. Okay. Maybe not necessarily here, but the next one maybe start to curl up. The positive thing, it is going to be a lot easier to put those back. So maybe we start to do that curl up here. Let's see how this looks. It's going to look kind of funny with the grass, so we'll take that off. So these would be like the cheap seats. And then, oop, did not mean to do that. This is going to be a very large one, though. I'm feeling like it needs to be pretty darn large, which is why we're doing it this way. And then I think if we were to kind of peel this back a little bit, there we go. Okay. So, with us peeling this back, that gives us a little bit more room. And then it'll end up here. Whoop, did not mean to put that there. Let's try Let's get this centering. And I think it's going to look even better once we get the sides on it. The other thing we want... So, down here, we want kind of this grand entrance looking thing that kind of not only encompasses this, but kind of makes it feel very grandiose. And then back here, we want some sort of barrier. So we want something backed up right here that's going to allow the sound to bounce off of it and go right back down. And that's how an amphitheater works. That's how it works to make the volume of the people on stage talk louder. There is literally this this backdrop, I guess you could call it. Oh no. There is this backdrop at the very back end, usually. Now, with modern times, it's not nearly as necessary because we have actual amplification. But, yeah, so there's basically this is kind of covered over, and mostly a solid back. I mean, you're going to have doorways so that people can exit, but you're going to have basically a solid back here. And so the sound would bounce, or would go out like this, because they're obviously looking out. And there's that sound barrier back there that causes the sound to bounce back. And it's kind of like this little PA echoing system. And that's kind of how it caused the voices on stage to be amplified for everybody to hear. It's actually a really interesting way that sound works. It's kind of strange because it's something that you're like, you wouldn't think would happen. But when you get into an amphitheater, we actually have one in one of the public parks here in the town I live in. And it's very, very interesting to see how that works. And to hearing it for the first time is definitely strange. Okay, let's take a look and see how this feels. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out by 2. And then... Actually, you know what? Let's do this instead. And do that. So then we have 1, 2, and then 1, and then 2. Okay. Yeah, that's not half bad. I think that's going to work for us. Now, getting up here to where it starts to go up like that, it's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to work. That is not right. Okay, there we go. 2, and then 1, and then there. I already did this one. I always do that. Okay. Also, guys, thank you so much for the support that you have all been given to me and this channel. I really do appreciate it. We have grown so much over the past month, more than this channel has ever grown, or faster than this channel has ever grown. So now, this is definitely a predicament. Because of the way that I've built this, actually, that's not half bad. Oh, but see, here's where it starts to get interesting. Because since it's no longer 2, okay. This is going to be a lot harder than I originally thought. And in fact, I think we need to go out all the way to here. So how far is this? 1, 2, and 3. So we need 1, 2, and 3. And so it would be right here. That and that. I mean, this does line up. Oh, that's right. We're fine. I was like, why is this not working? Okay, and then we come back over here, and 1, a 2, and a 3, and then we do that, and then that, and then wait, why is this off? Did I do this side wrong? 1 over. 1 over, and then 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Why is this? Oh, I see what I did. Okay, nope, it's fine. It's totally fine. We got it figured out. There we go. Okay, and then obviously this is going to be cut out like a so. Oops. Yeah, I think this is going to do some good work. So we're going to have to build up this hill that goes all the way around. So what I'm going to do, because we finally kind of got an idea for how this is going to work. What I'm going to do is finish up getting these slabs in so I know exactly where the hill's got to be cut in and actually built up and all that. And I will be back. Whoa. I will be back so that we can kind of work on that hill a little bit together. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Alright guys, and welcome back. We have gotten this whole thing done, and I think it's turned out pretty darn cool. I really like kind of how this feels kind of presenting to the stage a little bit. It almost feels like it's leading from the very top all the way down to the bottom. As well as this side, obviously, because I did these two the same way. So it really does feel like it's leading down to the stage, and I really like it. I think it's a good little look for our, oh no, the fog. Okay, for our amphitheater. And look at that. Yeah, that definitely is what I was kind of trying to go for. It feels a little flat up here, but that's fine because, again, we're going to have a big structure here to kind of bounce that, or reverberate is the actual term, reverberate that sound back down to the stage. And it really just kind of bouncing it back. In all reality, that's exactly what it means. But yeah, so that's the whole idea. Now we're working behind here, and I'm thinking this area here and this area here, we're just going to have open. Like almost as if the hill just kind of stops. I think if we were to do it like maybe here, the hill is kind of going down, but over here, maybe the hill goes down like here rather than over here, like this one would. I think that's going to provide a little bit of interest and a little bit of, it's not going to make it exactly even on each side. So that's going to help us out in the long run. I think it's just going to add that little extra visual difference that's going to make this an interesting build. So, let's get up here. But yeah, so this is kind of what I've done. I've got this level all the way around here. But I'm kind of starting to go down, and we can... Did not mean to do that, but since I'm down here, it can be a little easier. I want this to almost feel man-made, but at the same time feel like it could have been naturally forming. So it's going to have a little of both. Maybe when they erected this, they kind of edited the terrain to make it match up with the amphitheater a little better. Oops. Let's pick you. Oh, okay. Bye. Since you don't want to be anywhere near me. Okay. So, we've got that going for us. And I think here we'll probably just kind of hill it down at that point. yeah, I like it. I really do. I really like it. I hope you guys like it too. As far as down here, we're gonna have to take these trees out. But I don't know exactly what design I want for this kind of backdrop. I kind of want to give it a feel like the one that we have here in the town that I live in. And the reason is because it kind of has that Roman, that Greek feel to the amphitheater. It's got the pillar or the columns. It's got the arches, and it just kind of gives that Greco-Roman feel, which I think is important, especially if we're building it in that style. So I do want to try and figure out what we can do to make that possible, but I don't think I'm going to have enough time for it today, unfortunately, which is not all that great. But at least we got this part done, and I think it's looking pretty darn nice. Let's get down here to the stage. And there we go. Just looking for this. Okay. I think, let's run up here. I think if we do something like, if we come out to here-ish. Oops. And then again on this side, this comes out to, actually, you know what, let's do one less. So this comes out to 1 on the other side, which would be this right here. So I think we build our structure in this shape. And we might even be able to back it directly up against the seating. It's not going to be very big. It's probably just going to be like this little shed. But we want it to have that Roman feel to it. The Greek/Roman feel to it. Which is very important, especially in a build like this, like I had said. Because we are trying to accomplish that feeling of Greece, Rome, ancient times with this city. And I think we're doing some pretty awesome stuff with our baths, with our Senate Hall here. Yeah, so this is really starting to become really awesome. The only thing that I would say is definitely not Roman inspired is the library, but I wanted it kind of a more modern-esque. I wanted it kind of having different shapes and kind of drawing your eye, so you're like, I wonder what that could be. So that was the whole reason with that. That's the only one like that, though, in the city, I feel. I mean, we may have something else, but I definitely wanted that to be a little different. So this is what we have. Let me take one last look. I can't pick anything up. That's right. Yeah, let's take one last look. Let's see what's my... Okay, it would be in details, right? No. Quality? No. Other? No. I thought for sure it was... Oh, here we go. Oh, it's already on the farthest. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. So let's take one more look. And I think if we come up here and pop a squat right up here... Oh my gosh, yeah. That looks awesome. If I do say so myself, I think that is going to be a really, really awesome build once we get in and are able to finish it. But yeah. And then I do want... So I want a structure that kind of starts maybe here. Goes out 5. Yeah. And then kind of wraps around to like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then... Whoop. We'll put you there. Okay. So... Oh, and it went out 5 from there, didn't it? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some terraforming over here, because that's gonna be a fairly large thing to deal with right off the bat. Give me my torches back. Okay. Yeah, because I want to get this at least started. So this was going to be right here. Okay. So that's the idea of this building. I want it to kind of wrap around. Actually, you know what? It'll be fine like this. And then we'll do 2, 2, and 2 again. Yeah, that'll be really cool. Yeah, I like that. Okay, perfect. Whoops. Let's throw all of you back in here. Let's go pick up this stuff. Because it is going to be important. Because we're going to use a lot of this. But anyways, guys, that is going to about wrap it up for me. For this episode at least. Now, this project is for sure not done. And it still has quite a bit of work to do on it, as well as the rest of the city. But we got this started. We've got the overall feel and the seating done for the amphitheater. So that is, that is the most important piece. The other thing we could do, and I just thought of this right before we leave. No, because that's going to block. Never mind. Never mind. It wasn't important anyways. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it and want to see more content like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But guys, that is going to do it for me. Remember, ask me anything. I am going to try and get that video up next week. So, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.